Teardown was a great game, and it's still a great game today, but then that begs the question, why is nobody playing it?
So that turned out to be complete bullshit. So it's been a bit. I guess Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, depending on when this comes out. If you've been wondering where I've been, or what I've been up to, well, do I have some news for you. Anyways, this video is going to be a mix of ad-lib and script since I'm too lazy to write anything substantial, and this basically doesn't need to be longer than like 4 minutes, so yeah. If you've seen any of my videos before, statistically speaking, you've probably seen this one. It's a video essay about this video game called Teardown, and its slow death in content and player count caused by different factors such as being bought out by Saber Interaction, price gouging, pricey DLCs, and other various things. This was one of my first videos that actually started to pop off, and I have a slight hunch onto why this was the case. Turns out being so unbelievably wrong can actually make the algorithm your best friend. Since it's almost been a full year since I uploaded that video, I figured why not see if what I've said has actually come to fruition.
Unfortunately, in July of 2022, Tuxedo Labs, the company that designed Teardown, was bought by Saber Interactive. There was mixed criticism with this decision because at this point, Teardown was at its highest peak of all time.
So that part was mostly true. If we look at Steam charts, we can see that during that time it was in fact very popular, but what I didn't realize was that it stayed very popular even after Saber acquired ownership of the game. There definitely was valid criticism though about their decision to add paid DLCs and raising the base price of the game. With seemingly little change to the original game, trying to justify a 50% price spike, it seemed quite absurd and unreasonable for this to happen. Many members of the community were worried about what was to come with the game's future, as it had felt like they were sold out solely for money.
However, this would quickly change as the hands of the game slowly shifted ownership. Teardown's constant updates and improvements began to slow down. Content was still published while the transition would occur, but it didn't feel the same.
Actually, the updates have stayed about the same, which, for Teardown, isn't much. Since Teardown's full launch since beta, there's been an update roughly once a year, which, since the game's acquisition, hasn't really been significant other than the game branching out to consoles. Of course, Saber has other more major focuses right now, but they haven't necessarily left the game to die either, which is what I had interpreted when I made the video. Post-record here, I actually just found out that Saber broke off from Embracer Group, which now actually owns both Teardown and Tuxedo Labs. This also happened like a month after I uploaded my old video, so that's fun, I guess.
Since then, the game has been on a falling trend within the past 6 months, with both content creation and modding at an all-time low.
When I first made that video, it actually had just plateaued, but there wasn't really any significant decline since the change of ownership. However, since then, YouTube searches for Teardown have decreased, but to call it dead would be an overstatement. Actually, most of my points in the original video weren't necessarily wrong, they were just me trying to construct something cohesive when really there was nothing worthwhile in it. Oh, and there might be one other thing about that old video that I've yet to mention that made it inherently pointless from the start. How the hell can a single-player game be dead?